Kanye is officially back. Well, kinda. Kanye's Twitter was unsuspended a few days ago, and along with that, every single gem from that man's Twitter was deleted. And even all of his likes are gone, except for this. Kanye is a confusing person. But this is nothing new, and surprisingly, this could possibly mean a rollout is starting, especially with other stuff that we know about super recent news with Kanye. It seems as if he's making a slow approach back into things with his Twitter, like I said, and Yeezys being back on the shelf with blue pins inside each shoe from Adidas, which obviously they don't actually care about everything he said, or they just wouldn't be selling Yeezys at all. It all just comes down to corporate BS. But I'm happy to see Kanye edging back into things, so let's talk about this possible rollout. And before I get into all the stuff about this rollout, 96% of you who watch are not subscribed. So if you enjoy, I am a new channel, please like and subscribe, it would help a ton. Okay, rollout. One of the main things here that everyone has been freaking out about is him not being on UTOPIA. But honestly, I think that's a good thing in regards to new music from Kanye, because he obviously helped produce a lot of UTOPIA. I mean, everyone is basically calling it Yeezus' little brother, which I don't think it is. Watch my UTOPIA review video. And there also are a lot of Kanye songs on UTOPIA, like Thank God, God's Country, Future Sounds, and more, so it doesn't even mean he's completely out of the swing of things. And even if he wasn't doing this and producing directly for UTOPIA, what I mean by that, let's just say he gave these songs to Travis from Donda and then never touched them again, we still have pretty concrete info that he is working on music. So first we have this quote from Kim, and this is from a while ago, that basically says that Kanye is working on music, which is helping him keep his head straight, which I honestly don't even want to take this quote in 100%. What I think is more reliable is information from the Japan sessions. So many artists affiliated with Kanye around him in his circle are all in the Japan area and near him. So if you didn't know, before I get into this, Kanye has kind of exiled himself in Japan. It's been very quiet. We have literally gotten nothing this year besides the fact that he is in Japan. But artists like Casey did say that he was going to Japan around the same time that Kanye was there, along with Ty Dolla $ign, who was in the studio in Japan. And on top of all of this, Ruga, who was featured on the song Okay Okay, said on the No Jumper podcast that Kanye was working on the album currently and that he will be going to Japan very soon. So even though no word from Kanye himself, the people around him are very active. And it just wouldn't make any sense for his whole circle to be in Japan at the same time by coincidence. Now, we don't know when exactly any of this music is going to release, and with Kanye, you never have any idea. It's kind of hard to predict what he's going to say or do. I think we learned that over the last year. This whole project could be scrapped for all we know. And some other newer information, along with how his Twitter was unlocked before, is that he is currently now in Italy, no longer in Japan, where Travis Scott is performing his first UTOPIA performance. So now, could he come out? Yes. Will he come out? I'm very doubtful. But who knows, they could 100% be working on music while they are both there. But the main thing to take out of this is that the Kanye cycle is active and it is in full force right now. And if you don't know what the Kanye cycle is, I'm about to tell you. First, Kanye gets into a controversy, this current one being a little crazier than recent ones. And then after that, exiles himself in a faraway place where he would normally be closer to his peers, for example, Wyoming during Ye, or more prominently, Hawaii during the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy era. And then after he goes far away and exiles himself from everyone around him, he starts his rollout. It's not that weird for Kanye to go dark, but right now he is very dark, and with us not getting pretty much anything for all of 2023, even as a huge Kanye fan, I will admit that he is probably at the lowest point of his career right now. And honestly, there is no arguing that. This controversy is way worse than anything that has ever happened. And I see people comparing it to the Taylor Swift stuff, but honestly, it's just not even close, remotely close to that whole thing. So hopefully within the next few weeks, especially with Ye's Twitter being cleared, we get some news on a possible rollout, because we know he is working on something. Whether it be clothes or actual music, if something happens, it inevitably gets us closer to an album. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,